The national capital, Delhi, now breaches 10,000 mark for the fifth consecutive day of COVID-19 cases. The state has now recorded 16,699 fresh cases in just the last 24 hours, with 112 deaths, which is the highest since 23rd of November last year. With the spurt in cases now, Delhi's positivity rate there stands at an all-time high, 20.22%, adding further to COVID's woes there to the national capital. As many as 388 Delhi police personnel have now tested positive of COVID-19. Amid the rising cases, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has imposed a weekend curfew beginning from 10 p.m. today all the way till 6 a.m. on Monday morning. Only essential services will be allowed to remain operational, while hotels, spas, gyms will remain closed. People are scheduled to attend weddings. For them, they will be given special e-passes for movement during the curfew. Delhi government has now also turned hotels, banquet halls into COVID care centres to up the demand, in fact, to up the facility there, considering the growing demand for hospital beds. Delhi's weekend curfew, we're looking at what's allowed and what's not allowed. Essential services will be allowed only. We're looking at travel for medical purpose also, who gets a green tick here. Concession for weekly markets. We're also looking at malls, gyms, spas, auditoriums, now a big red cross. They're not going to be open. Cinema halls now with only 30% capacity. We're looking at dining in restaurants now will be banned during the weekends. Only takeaways, home deliveries in restaurants allowed now. Marriage with curfew passes only. Any marriage functions, you'll be allowed to access a pass, a curfew pass, to specially attend that event only. Now, after Delhi witnessed its highest ever spike with over 17,000 cases on Wednesday, Kejriwal government declared a weekend curfew to curb rising cases. Essential services have been exempted. However, malls, gyms, spas will remain shut. For more on that, take a listen.
आज एलजी साहब के साथ मीटिंग हुई थी और सबने मिलके ये निर्णय लिए हैं कि वीकेंड के ऊपर कर्फ्यू दिल्ली के अंदर लगाया जाएगा.
Delhi is taking harsh measures to check the COVID wave that is sweeping the national capital. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has declared a weekend curfew. It begins from 10 p.m. on Friday and will last till 6 a.m. on Monday. Essential services are exempted from the weekend curfew. People are allowed to travel for medical purposes. The Delhi government is also providing curfew passes for weddings. Shopping malls, spas and gymnasiums are being shut indefinitely. The decision has left gym owners worried about their future.
This will impact us hugely because in past we have also suffered from the 6 months lockdown. The thing is, we don't get any support even from government. We have to pay full electricity bills, we have to pay full rent, we have to pay other miscellaneous expenses. So if you are shutting us down, please support us because we will be in a huge trouble.
The Delhi government has promised concessions to the weekly markets. The traders' body has voiced its support to the Aam Aadmi Party government.
दिल्ली के व्यापारी इस कदम को बड़ा सही कदम मानते हैं, लेकिन हमारा ये कहना है कि जिस प्रकार से, जिस तेजी के साथ, जिस बेतहाशा वृद्धि के साथ दिल्ली में कोरोना बढ़ रहा है, जब तक दिल्ली में 7 से 10 दिन का लॉकडाउन नहीं लगाया जाएगा, तब तक ये चेन ब्रेक नहीं होगी. इस चेन को ब्रेक करना बहुत जरूरी है.
While hospitals are overwhelmed by the rise in cases, the Chief Minister claims the situation is well under control.
दिल्ली में हॉस्पिटल बेड्स की कमी नहीं है. अभी लेटेस्ट डेटा के हिसाब से 5,000 से ज़्यादा बेड अभी खाली हैं.
The Delhi government has ordered conversion of some hotels and banquet halls into COVID care centers and linked them to hospitals to increase the number of beds. The Delhi government is imposing weekend curbs to check the spiraling COVID cases, which are closing in on the 20,000 mark. The administration hopes the night and weekend curfews will break the chain and slow down the wave. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, despite the surge in COVID cases, festive gatherings are being witnessed in several parts of the country. These are the images from Andhra Pradesh's Anantapur district, where a traditional fair was held at a local temple on Wednesday. A large number of devotees participated in that festival with complete disregard to social distancing norms. The second image is here from Bengal's West Mednipur, where people were seen thronging temples for Gajan festival celebrations. Religious processions were also taken out. Almost all devotees could be seen without masks. Now, there's no end to the horror stories of the country's hospitals. There is shortage of beds, oxygen cylinders and health infrastructure currently crumbling. Let's take a listen at this detailed report.
This is the sound you hear now in almost every hospital. Families sobbing as they lost their loved ones to the coronavirus. This is the family of an ex-serviceman who died at the hospital doorstep. He waited for hours for help, for medical intervention, but nobody came. He passed away at the door in the scorching sun.
बोले भी कि पापा को अंदर एडमिट कर दीजिए, उसके बाद जो करना, तो धूप में छोड़ दिए पापा को। हम बोले थे कि अंदर कर दीजिए, धूप में बहुत लो हो गया पूरा। लास्ट में पापा हमारे नहीं।
This tragic scene played out as the Bihar Health Minister visited the hospital and the group of senior doctors was busy accompanying the minister.
बेहतर स्वास्थ्य सुविधा देने का कोशिश और प्रयास हो रहा है। अस्पतालों में निश्चित रूप से विगत कुछ दिनों में अचानक से संख्या बढ़ी है और इसीलिए स्वास्थ्य सुविधाओं को बढ़ाने का लगातार प्रयास हम सब कर रहे हैं।
मंत्री जी यहाँ पे डॉक्टर चिल्लाते रह गए, डॉक्टर चिल्लाते रह गए, कोई डॉक्टर नहीं आया, कोई डॉक्टर नहीं आया।
And this tells you better than any statistic that our healthcare system is crumbling amid the second COVID wave. There are no ambulances left, and that is why bodies of COVID patients were transported in a garbage truck in Chhattisgarh's Rajnandagaon. There are no hospital beds, and that is why this 70-year-old man was administered oxygen in his car in Lucknow.
The major problem is of ventilator beds. Many patients are requiring ventilators, but the ventilators are not available in adequate quantity. So what basic issue is, whenever some patient is very bad, it is very difficult for us to manage that patient on emergency basis.
But can we really blame hospitals? Our healthcare workers are working round the clock, putting their lives at risk to accommodate patients. And that is why hospitals now are bursting at the seams with patients being taken care of even in the lobby. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, the state of Uttar Pradesh is facing two challenges: the rising COVID-19 cases and the return of migrants, mostly from Maharashtra. India Today's team, who's visited Lucknow's Charbagh, the Charbagh station, as well as the Alambagh station there, the bus terminal, to see if those returning home are really being tested and how is that facility going. Here's what we found.
As COVID cases soar in Uttar Pradesh, the state is staring at an even bigger problem. One that could see COVID numbers rise menacingly. Many of its people, laborers in other states, are returning, and that's an added worry. Most of them are coming from Maharashtra, the epicenter of the latest wave of the virus. An India Today team found the lone testing counter at Lucknow's Charbagh station was stretched to its limit as train after train brought more people.
हमारे पास 2 थर्मो स्कैनिंग है। अगर और ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो वहाँ दूसरा जो छोटी लाइन वाला है वहाँ भी हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट की टीम लगी है, वहाँ से थर्मो स्कैनिंग मशीन मंगा लेते हैं। लेकिन 2 से मैनेज हो जाता है क्योंकि एक लाइन इधर लग जाती है, एक लाइन उधर लग जाती है, तो 2 से इजीली हो जाता है।
दुगना चौगना ही हुआ है सर।
कहाँ से पाए जा रहे हैं? महाराष्ट्र?
सर महाराष्ट्र है सर, अधिकतर लोग तो अब हर जगह से पाए जा रहे हैं। थर्मल स्कैनिंग होती है, थर्मल स्कैनिंग करने के बाद फिर इसके बाद ये हमारे एलटी भाई है, ये जो है अपना टेस्टिंग करते हैं, यहाँ नाम नोट किया जाता है, एड्रेस लिखा जाता है, पूरा बायोडाटा पेशेंट का किया जाता है।
The Alambagh bus station is the busiest in Lucknow. Buses leave this terminal not only for UP's interior but also for many states. But there is no provision for COVID testing here.
यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं जो स्थिति है, आपको लग रहा है कि इस समय स्थिति बहुत खराब हो गई कोरोना?
हाँ, स्थिति तो खराब है बट सेफ जर्नी नहीं है।
डर लगता है क्योंकि घर जा रहे हैं, कहीं संक्रमण
है वो पॉसिबल है।
There were others too who were worried that they could catch the virus on the journey.
मैंने कई बार कोशिश की, मुझे भी लगा कि हाँ बस स्टैंड जा रहा हूँ, शायद मेरा कोविड टेस्ट हो जाएगा या हम वहाँ पे थर्मामीटर लगा के कुछ भी करेंगे, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। आप खुद ही देख रहे होंगे अपनी आंखों से कि जितने भी यात्री हैं, जितने भी हैं, इसमें से आधे ने तो मास्क नहीं पहन रखा है और कोई जांच नहीं है। गवर्नमेंट मतलब इसको लेकर कोई भी एक्शन नहीं ले रही है।
कोई टेस्टिंग तो ऐसा नहीं हो रही है। मैं दिल्ली से आया, अभी कल रात में बैठा, अभी पहुंचा हूँ, तो भीड़ भी है और बहुत क्राउड है। सब मास्क वास्क का भी जहाँ तक का जब तक बाहर है तब तक है, बस के अंदर वहाँ पहुँचने के बाद मास्क वास्क भी कोई नहीं पहन रहा है, ना सैनिटाइजर की कोई ऐसी सुविधा है, वहाँ पे कोई प्रिकॉशंस नहीं है, वहाँ भी कोई टेस्टिंग नहीं है।
Officials at the bus depot admitted there were problems, but they said they were helpless as far as testing went.
थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है और वो उनको इन्फॉर्म्ड है, तो वो लोग उन्होंने भेजा है, श्योर किया है कि वो भेजेंगे।
The UP government has specifically laid out guidelines to be followed for workers returning to the state. But the situation on the ground is very different. The lack of basic facilities for testing means many could be carrying the virus as they head to their villages. Bureau Report, India Today.
It's now time for our special COVID segment, The Good, Bad, Ugly. Let's take a listen.
Here is the good news of the day. The Government of India has decided to expedite the entry of foreign-made vaccines to the country. The CDSCO, which is the regulator, says that within 3 days of this sort of an application for emergency use being made by each of these companies, approval is going to be given. That is, if the regulators deem it fit to give this approval. But that decision is going to be taken just within 3 days and there is going to be no delay. Of course, the rules are that if the approval is given, bridging studies by each of these companies have to be carried out. Here is the bad news. It's the return of lockdowns and curfews. Delhi city is the latest city to announce a weekend lockdown. The same has been announced by Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who said that gyms, spas and malls, also auditoriums, will remain closed. Cinemas will function with just 30% capacity. The attempt is to ensure that the surge in cases is brought under control. Delhi now is the worst hit city in the country, reporting more than 17,000 cases. Here is the ugly news of the day. Defiant devotees and a defiant Chief Minister in Uttarakhand has ensured that more than 1,000 cases of COVID have been reported from Kumbh. As we saw, all caution has been thrown to wind. The result is that many devotees, sadhus in Kumbh Mela right now are testing positive for COVID-19. Uttarakhand, the state itself in totality, has seen a massive surge in cases. But the Chief Minister says that there is a big difference between Markaz that was organized in Delhi last year and Kumbh, and that faith is also important.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.